on now, and this is going to go into the other hose. The clamp is going to clamp over it. That's if I can find it. So they're both going to be clamped. These are from different sides. How do I do with the other clamp? Anybody know? Do you guys see it anywhere? Ah, I found it. Hold on, time for some water. I'll tell you, last night, I have no idea what it was. But about 11 o'clock, I'm thinking. I'm laying on the couch. A little bit of the tube is going, TV's going. I'm kind of dozing a little bit. Something, well, okay, you know, it's getting time. Hold on, I want to get a little oil. So anyway, I'm thinking, well, the time is getting close. You know, I'm starting to fall asleep and doze off, so maybe it's time to get some shut-eye and go to bed. Let me, that's why these clothes are always filthy, even after we wash them. Oh, that fit in there just like a glove. Okay, put it on there. Now let's put this in here. Oh, it slid in. Oh, I don't want to tell you what it slid in like. Put it where I can get to it. I'm going to see with this new eye doctor if he can make me a pair of specialty glasses with the bifocals on top. You know, for when I'm out here working things. Look at see it. So. Right. Oh, yeah, you see that, didn't you? Nothing. I said nothing. Because we're into the other hose about close to an inch. And it's got a clamp on it. It does. Alright, so what I had done, the filter that was in the tank was cut. It was, forget about it. The thing didn't want to run anymore. I started looking for a filter to see where the hell it is, and found it in there. I thought, well, that's not exchangeable. Can't change them out. Can't do anything with them. What do I do now? Buy a new tank? So I tried putting a filter between here and the carb. But you only got about yay much room total, and one is here, the carb, and the tank is here. So the hose, if you make it too long, it's going to kink. You need just enough to get it here, so there's really no room to put a filter anywhere. So I have one of those filters that you can adjust, you know, where the fitting, you unscrew it and you can turn it so that the end and the out can be here, here, or whatever. But it was taking up too much hose to keep the kink out, and it kept like running, slowing down, running, slowing down, so you can't cut grass with that. So I tried to figure out what am I going to do. So I thought, you know what, let me put that filter in there. I first put a smaller one in, but I said, let me put a bigger one in. And I brought the hose through, because you can't go that way with it. I had to drill out the intake, or the output rather, a little bit so I can get the hose in, because it was a little on the tight side. So I put some oil on it and forced it through enough to where I was able to pull it through up here. Pulled it through up here, because as you can see I had enough of it. Put the filter on it. Sounds like a nice. I put a little CA glue before I put it on. sealed it up with a sealant that's gas. Yeah, gas doesn't bother it. So anyway, and then I pulled it back down in, and that's where it is. I think I showed it. I think you're seeing it okay. And then I just took the hose, cut it to length. So this hose, I put it over the flange on the carburetor. Close, well, it's a little more than a ½ inch. And I left about an inch out. The hose coming out of here, I just measured it, and I made that about an inch out from the output. And then I was able to slide it in to the other hose and put a clamp on it, so we're all clamped up basically. Kind of a hillbilly fix. Nothing against the hillbillies, but I think it's going to be okay. Alright, now what I want to know is, let me grease this up while I got this out, and now that I can see all the linkage here. This is a non-dust collector, so it doesn't collect dust, dirt, and all that kind of shit. Now this is the one that I wanted to, now see, there's something here. This motor, or this setup, it looks like it may have been used for another system, because this looks to be like a power clamp here, you know, a plug, and they put some goop on it. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's got a wire on it. It's got a wire soldered to it. I wonder if that's, no, there's no battery, so it's got nothing to do with that. Ah, I know what it is. It's the shut off. Yeah, okay. Because when you let it go, you know, it shuts off. So I was trying to figure out what the hell it is. I didn't know. It just looks like it was for something, and then I just noticed the wire, and now I know what it's for. So let me put some oil on this too. Do whatever it is it's doing. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it's grabbing, right there. There's really no way to get in there. Unless I can just keep forcing it down, and I don't think it's going to take forever unless I get it and I inject it. Because then I can get the needle down in there. This seems to be taking up a good part of the day. But had to get done. I hate these. I gotta get some more of the other ones. Put that in there. I don't see no leakage. I'm not going to try to start it. I'm just putting gas in it, and I'll check it tomorrow. I'll put the top on it. And I'll leave it in the bucket. There's gas dripping that's coming out of this thing, but I don't see any coming out of the lines. All right, so let's put this this back together. Together. Now, let me get this up here without knocking you off. Trying to remember when I changed the oil last. I mean, as long as it's up here, it's not a big deal to change it.